Mr. Cook is the AIG teacher for the Upper L students at George Watts Elementary School. He is dedicated to his students' learning, and he knows that every student has a unique learning style. He respects that by having small groups where everyone's voices are heard. His relationship with his students is admired by all. He can put a smile on anyone's face, and every student looks forward to his class for the most exciting 40 minutes of their school day. Throughout the day, students might learn about fractions, percentages, and solving word problems, but what makes Mr. Cook special is how he congratulates divergent thinking and creativity.
I suppose the creativity piece really got me kind of interested in that model, because I feel like that's one of the things a lot of times in our schools, in public schools, that we don't emphasize a lot, is the creative potential of any given person. So I'm excited about giving children the opportunity to be creative and to come up with, and to be self-directed as well.
Mr. Cook's class includes a lot of collaboration. The students work together to solve problems and help each other grow.
I'm not here to download info. I'm more interested in the thinking process.
He allows students to teach themselves by working out problems on the board for other students to see. But he is more than just a teacher. He is an advocator. This year, he chose to create separate boys and girls math groups.
Organizers in the math curriculum had said these things about research having shown the girls actually do better in certain years when they're growing up, when they're segregated by boy-girl. So I thought, well, maybe this is worth a try. So that's kind of when I separated and I went to the girls and asked them what they would think of such a thing, and they were very excited about the prospect. So that's kind of when I went, okay, let's do it. All of them decided except one, and she decided she wanted to stay in the boys group. Now, she has a twin brother in that group, so I don't know if that was the primary reason, but I think she's been very contented and happy with that decision. She's like the main driver.
The boys are more independent workers, but can always turn to each other for a helping hand. They listen intently to Mr. Cook and are eager to learn and begin new activities. With their new project of creating a 3D simulation computer model of the upper floor, they may start the class by playing with measuring tape, but soon get serious to measure hallways, doorways, and other classrooms.
You can kind of see it even in this math project that we've just started on. The more that they take on, and it's not me directing the project, but they're making the decisions. I mean, it's both creative and critical thinking, not just creative thinking, but they do have to come up with creative solutions.
The girls are vibrant, free-spirited, and animated. Through lots of laughs, and even playing jokes on Mr. Cook, they work together to get through the book problems that day. They all want to share their ideas with the group and crowd around the board to write. They look to Mr. Cook for help when needed, but can eventually figure out the right answers through teamwork. Through it all, a recurring theme is joy and laughter that is always seen in class. Nothing can break the bond that is made by the small groups meeting twice a week to work on math. The laughter carries out into the hallways as the kids make their way to lunch. Lingering conversations from class filter down the hall, and students gather outside the door to spend just a little more time with Mr. Cook. Students love him because of his teaching style and because he cares.
It's like one of my favorite classes is watching the girls be excited about math, and they're very collaborative, they're supportive of each other, they'll take time to help each other if one of them doesn't understand a concept. I think they're more comfortable with not knowing something and asking questions.
All students deserve a teacher that fights for them and puts their best interests forward. Mr. Cook is that teacher that ensures all of his students have moments like these to remember once they get home and know that this is more than just a math group. He ensures that they all have their aha moment. When the light bulb goes off, that means that they learned something new. In all of these ways, Mr. Cook shows how he was more than a teacher.